Hi guys and Assalamu alaikum. In today's vlog, I'm going to talk about the Power BI table visual basics, and it is basically the second part in my series. And in today's vlog, we are going to discuss about how we can actually load the data from CSV file. It's a fairly simple CSV file, and we have a data coming in that file, uh, and we need to load that. So this is the basic requirement. Now this presentation actually contains two portions. First portion is basically related to the Power BI presentation, like it's a theoretical steps that I will actually discuss, and after that there will be a demonstration on the Power BI desktop tool. So let's start. So the first thing is that you need to open the Power BI desktop. If it is not installed, then you can actually go to the Microsoft website. From there, you can actually download the Power BI desktop. It is free. You can install this on your Windows system, and from there, you can actually launch the Power BI desktop application on your computer. Once that will be done, we will move towards our main goal, which is importing the CSV file. There are basically two ways to do that. First way is basically there will be a home tab that will be coming in your Power BI desktop application. From there, there is an option of get data, and then within the get data option, there is a subheading or a submenu option of text slash CSV. We will see that later in our demonstration. Alternatively, you can click on the import data from the main screen if you're actually starting from the scratch. It means that when the Power BI actually launches itself, you will see an option coming in as an import data, and we will see that option in our demonstration as well. Once that will be done, you can actually just locate and select your CSV file and load it. Now, when you're actually going to load the data, you need to do two things. First one is that you need to preview the data of the file. Okay, and this is something that is provided by the Power BI desktop itself. After that, it's a bit of like a manual work that you need to do. Like when you will see the CSV file, you can check like what kind of data that I am having, if that data is actually meets my expectation or not. Like if the data is expected to have an integer value, is it an integer value that is coming in my CSV file? Because sometimes the CSV file is not right with respect to the data that it holds. So in order to correct that, you might need to go back, correct the CSV file, and then you might need to redo all the steps that I have spoken yet. Or you can actually go and actually transform the data, like cleaning the data. So you have basically two options over here, but these two options are basically manual, and this is something about human intention. Now, once the preview of the data is done, you can actually load or transform the data. Loading means loading the data into your Power BI desktop system, and creating a data set based on that one. Once you will actually load the data, you have also an option for the transformation of the data. For example, before even like once the data is getting loaded, you can also transform the data as per your need. For example, you can actually talk about like merging two columns into one. You can multiply a certain column with some kind of a value in order to get the final value in your data set. So and you can actually visualize that. So there are multiple things that you can actually do while you are actually loading the data from your CSV file. So in comment box, you can actually let me know about like what kind of uh, related actions that you would like to see while you are trying to transform the data. I can actually make a vlog on that one. Okay, so let's move to our second part, which is the demonstration. Okay, so here we have a Power BI desktop application, and when you will load the Power BI desktop application, you have this view coming in. Okay, so we will discuss about this view later in detail, but right now we are focusing on how to get or load the data from CSV file. So in order to do that, first you need to go to this get data option, click on text slash CSV, click on product, okay, and click on open. Now once you will do that, it will loads the data that is present in your CSV file and give you a preview. Right now I have like a few rows in the data, and based on the first 200 rows it will decide what is coming in. So right now the expectation is that it would be date, region as a text, product category as a text, product as a text, and rest of the numbers are numerical. So Power BI basically will automatically decide the data type of these uh, columns would be integer or decimal something. Okay, so I can actually click on the transform data, and transformation means that I can do my own transformation based on the data that I am getting in while I am actually loading the data. Okay, but I can actually also click on loading of the data as well. But right now, for the sake of like implementation, I'm clicking on the transform data just to give you the preview of the things that I'm getting. Okay, so here uh, I'm getting the whole view right now, and you see that like it's a 1 2 3 and ABC coming in on the top of every column except for the date because there's a calendar coming in. So what does these notions mean? It means like if it's a date column, then it will be a calendar coming in. If it's a text column, then it's ABC. If it's a numerical column, then it is 1 2 3. You can also verify this by clicking on the advanced editor. So you can actually see I'm highlighting the rows right now that what is happening over here. So Power BI actually automatically detected that there is a column with the name of date, and the data type is basically date. Region has a text value, product category has a text value, product in itself has a text value, then the unit sold, unit price, revenue, cost, and profit are basically in 64. Okay, so it means Power BI automatically has decided that what kind of data that I am getting in. Okay, once that is clicked, I'll say on, okay, and then I will click on close and apply. Okay, because right now I haven't done any transformation, but in future I will do the changes. So right now it's creating and connecting to the connection model. So once the data is loaded, you can actually click on this tabular data view. Okay, and here you can see the data coming in. Okay, here it goes. Okay, this is the same data that is actually coming in your Power BI sorry, in your CSV file. And if you want to see the structure of the table, you can come over here and see what is happening. Okay, uh, we will discuss about these things later as an extended part of our series. But right now, let us create a small visual based on the table. So I need to have a table. So I can click on the table. Okay, I have clicked on it. Now I want to see the data that I have loaded. So let's go with this. Let's go with, you need to go on to this data pad, click on product, and you only need either you can actually click, okay, and data will come over here automatically, or you can also do like this as well. Okay, so everything that you would like to do you can do over here. You can arrange and sort and things to that, do the things like that. Okay, so let's do this, add these things. Okay, and this is how your table view will look like. Okay, now the product is over here, product category is coming over here, sum of cost, profit, region, revenue, unit price, and unit sold. Okay, by default if there is a numerical value it will actually do the sum of those value if grouping is provided. uh, so right now it is coming over here, and on the base of the table you can actually see the total value of the integer values that are coming in. Okay, we can arrange these values. as per our requirement. Like I can actually change the cost position and the sum of profit position as per my need. I can do that. But again, we will discuss that in our upcoming sessions. Okay, so this is how you can actually load the data in your CSV file. In coming sessions, we will actually discuss about how we can actually change, modify, and do different things with the tables. Okay, hopefully you have liked the demonstration as well as the presentation. So thank you so much, and sorry, uh, don't forget to share, subscribe my channel, Yasser Faisal. Thank you.